extensive remarks until we get in the air-conditioned reception. But needless to say, this is a time that we've waited for quite a while. We have the memorial to Challenger and to Columbia, and thanks to these two gentlemen and their organizations, it has brought about this day, this appropriate memorial to Apollo 1. These are the guys that blaze the trail for all the rest of us. And now that we are really moving out and exploring the heavens, this is the legacy of the people that have sacrificed. So we want to lay a wreath, these flowers, each of the families, and take your time here, and then we'll make our way back to the reception and formal speech. kids just loved it. They sure did. On that day, we were in the fifth graders.
Are you enjoying life as a space student?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. Yeah, it's good to have him still around though, on speed dial when I got questions.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, no, it's been going well.
So you can go down and have a coffee if you're around. Yeah, we should.
Stop it.
Gus, Ed, and Roger, with a permanent monument here. The monument signifies the importance of these individuals and recognizing Eric Fanning, the President and CEO of the Aerospace Industries Association. AIA and Challenger Center are the co-sponsors of the Apollo 1 monument and have collaborated for more than...
It's good to see all of you. I wish all of you could have been out with us at the monument. Each of the families placed a bouquet of flowers and then had their own quiet time with two of the graves, the third being at West Point. And it's fitting and proper that we do this. As I said out there at the monument, these are the guys who have blazed the trail for the rest of us. And the rest of us is all of us, especially now what NASA is doing in the heavens. It's extraordinary how we are reaching out back to the very beginning. And you'll see first light from the new telescope back to the very beginning. The formation of the gases that formed the first galaxy. And that's coming in a month. We'll see that. And all of this has been built on the shoulders of the people who have sacrificed. Some in accidents that should have been prevented. Certainly of the three major ones that we observe on the Day of Remembrance at the end of January each year. Apollo 1, Challenger, and Columbia. But the innumerable people that gave their lives in training accidents, in preparation for this wonderful experience that we have all participated in, called America's Space Program. So we honor these three today who were guided by a spirit of discovery, and I might say a love of country, that embody the American character. We have the opportunity with inspirational leaders such as this to guide us as we continue on to explore the cosmos. And as we do so, we want to never forget the tragedies that have taught us things that we should remember. And as now we plan to return to the moon and then on to Mars, NASA is committed to our core value of safety and institutional and individual responsibility. So let us honor appropriately as we are today these fallen adventurers who sacrifice their lives so that we might better understand our universe and our place in that universe. Thank you.
Virgil Grissom, Edward White, and Roger Chaffee, 3 extraordinary gentlemen. It was January the 27th, 1967, about 1 p.m., when those 3 astronauts climbed into their command module. 30 miles of wire ran through that spacecraft, and at 6:31 p.m., one of those wires arced. There was a spark and a fire, and in less than a minute, the Mercury spacecraft burst and cracked from that heat and pressure. Gus said that there's always a problem with spacecraft, and there's always things that need to be fixed, but he was there to fix it. I think that from the accident that they learned so much, and many people believe that they would never have made it to the moon in the decade of the 60s without the lessons that were learned from the fire. There's no doubt that Gus, Ed, and Roger would have stepped on the moon had they lived. And I think that it's very appropriate to have a tribute here at Arlington. And I want to thank all of the companies and individuals that had so much to make this day possible. And a special thank you to Lance Bush and the staff at the Challenger Center for all of the work they did. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm so happy to finally be here at Arlington National Cemetery to dedicate a monument honoring the Apollo 1 crew. I could dwell on the fact that this should have happened 50-some years ago, but instead I prefer to reflect on today and to celebrate this great honor. Today we remember my father, Gus and Ed, 3 men who gave their lives while leading our country through the race to the moon. They were totally dedicated to the mission and believed in the importance of exploration. And because of their dedication, sacrifice, the United States of America was able to land men on the moon and return them safely home to their loved ones. Here with me today are my husband, Grady Thomas, my son, Roger Prevenus, along with his wife, Amy, my cousin, David Paquette, and his wife, Chris. Because of all their love, encouragement, and support, along with that of my mother, Martha, and my brother, Stephen, I'm here today to celebrate this long, well-deserved recognition. I was once asked how I felt about my father's name being on the Astronauts Memorial at Kennedy Space Center. My response was that it was an honor and well-deserved, however, one that is not desired. I feel the same here today. On behalf of my family, I thank those that worked so hard to get the monument placed here in Arlington and gather us here today. I especially want to thank Lance of the Challenger Center for kicking off the idea and working so many hours on this project for the past several years. Also, thanks to Chelsea for helping to get us all here today, NASA Administrator Bill Nelson, and all those that sponsored this event. Thank you so much.
Can escort you. The monument is accessible by a designated walking path, but not by car. I apologize, not by car for those important monuments. Thank you. So I want to thank Administrator Nelson once again, everyone at NASA for their help, my colleagues at AIA, and have incorporated this memorial reality. It warmed my heart this morning when I had to get your attention. You were all going over a hurdle and probably brought back memories for you. So I appreciate you sticking with it. So we're honored to have them here today.